if you're camping and fishing, or fishing and camping, or just camping and have some fish along or in the freezer, these are 4 recipes that you can make over the campfire, over a camp stove, a grill, or even a fish boil. These 4 are going to become regulars for your camping. Let's jump right in. There, and that piece of meat has all the Y bones in it. Okay, I've got the fish all washed up. Now here's where it gets interesting. I'm just going to boil these fish in lemon lime soda pop. Some people use salt water. Some people use some sugar in their water. This is a really interesting way to do it. Very important, do not use diet when you're doing this. Anything with aspartame in it, you got to make sure it never heats up, because it can be poisonous from what I hear. I'm no scientist or doctor, I don't know that for a fact, but this is what I've been told. So anyway, we're going to boil this for a few minutes, and in the meantime we're going to make some beans. Okay, we're simply starting with 1 can of pork and beans. I'm going to add some onion flakes, some chopped up bacon, brown sugar, and ketchup. We'll stir that all up and just simmer it. Okay, the beans are done, the fish is done. I've drained off the liquid, and I'm just going to put a half a stick of butter in there, and some garlic powder, about like so. And I'm going to stir that all in, melt it all good, and in a minute we're going to have an amazing fish dish, I hope. It's the first time I've ever done it exactly like this, so we'll see. Well, a friend of mine told me to be sure and try making poor man's lobster with 7-Up. Now, Sprite, 7-Up, lemon lime, twist up, whatever, it's all kind of the same thing, but this is the first time I've ever done it. Maybe a little bit of salt, or maybe garlic salt instead of just garlic powder. Wow. I'm going to do that again. That's really good. Beans are good too. My favorite way to make beans from my mom. So, this is poor man's lobster. I don't feel like a poor man right now. I think I may be the richest man alive, actually. So we got some walleye in the freezer, and we are going to do a grilled walleye dinner, and you're going to like this. It's really, really good. And we're also going to have a salad with it and some potatoes, and we're going to walk you through the process here. I think you're really going to enjoy this recipe for grilled walleye. The first thing I did was I boiled the potatoes so they're pre-cooked. Then secondly, I'm cutting them in half, and then as I cut them in half, then I'm going to go ahead and put them on this piece of tin foil. This is doubled up tin foil, and it's real simple. All I'm doing is laying them face down on here. Okay, I've got the potatoes on here, and now I'm going to put the walleye fillets on. Okay, and on top of the walleye fillets, I'm going to put some grated Parmesan cheese. I'm going to put a little Irish seasoning salt over the whole works. I'm going to put some lemon pepper on the fish. A little bit of garlic over the whole thing. Just a little garlic powder. And then on the potatoes, I'm going to put these cooked bacon crumbles. Ooh, that looks good. And then butter. We're going to just put some butter on the whole works. Okay, the grill is at 350. This is all ready, so we're going to go ahead and put it on the grill. So I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to check it in about 10 minutes. Probably take about 15 at 350-ish or so. Okay, I'm about to put the fish in. We've put the breading on the fish. Now on these potatoes, what we're doing here today is we have sliced up a bunch of baby red potatoes, and I boiled them before I left home, so they're basically pre-cooked, and that way they cook a lot better, faster and so forth, and they'll be softer once we got here. In the pan for the potatoes, I just put a little olive oil and then about 1/3 of a stick of butter, and then I put the potatoes in there and added some garlic powder and Lowry seasoned salt, and that's all. And then I'll just keep stirring those as they brown, and all we're doing is getting them nice and brown, and they're going to be delicious. So the oil's hot here. I put enough oil in the pan to just cover the fish, so we can go ahead and start adding the fish. And you don't want to add too much at once because it cools the oil down as you put the cold fish in there. So all right, we'll let the oil warm back up before we put the other two in. Now we're going to add some onions to our potatoes, and it's a good idea to wait till almost the end before you add the onions, because the onions burn pretty quickly. They'll turn black before your potatoes are done. So the potatoes are probably 3/4 of the way done. Most of them are starting to get brown and so forth, so I'm going to go ahead and add the onions in, and then I'm just going to cook them until these onions are nice and limp. Well, it looks pretty good to me. I cannot wait to dig into this. Potatoes, onions, and fried walleye. Well, we had a really fun day, didn't we?
Okay, so Grandpa's going to show us how to make a fish boil, you said?
It's going to be a fish boil, and then we caught these walleyes and northern pike. And I'm boiling the water, and you can look in there and you can see the potatoes are already in there. The other ingredients are corn on the cob. And then we're going to put onions in it.
That's a lot of onions.
Yep, and we're going to put the sausage in it and shrimp. And we're going to squeeze these lemons into it. And then we got about 2 pounds of fish, northern pike and walleye, and they're cut up into chunks. And this is Old Bay seasoning. This is about 1/3 or a little less than 1/3 of a bottle, and we're going to dump the whole works in there. Give it
That's
a good
a little
flavor.
bit spicy.
It's going to be a little bit spicy.
And it says cooked shrimp. Here's his little helper.
Here's a little helper. Okay, so we've got the potatoes are a rolling boil. Okay, now dump this in.
Oh, that's a bunch of Old Bay.
Dump it all in there. Okay. Here's the onions. Try not to splash it too much.
All 6 pieces?
Yep.
Do it. Let's do it. Oh, per 100.
Now we're putting some sausage
Then we got
in.
some sausage.
I'm kind of in your way, aren't I? Okay.
This is what it looks like now.
Now here's the squeeze it really hard. And
Oh, wow. Oh.
it's squirting. Okay, and then after the fish.
Oh, the fish. The monstrous pieces of fish. That's a lot of fish.
It's one 25-inch northern and about 5 16-inch walleyes. And now we're just going to roll this, get it to a good rolling boil again. Okay.
Actually, a really good rolling boil.
Yeah. So
Steaming
it's
up.
been boiling for 5 to 6 minutes, and we boiled the potatoes first because the potatoes take a little bit longer. Nothing else really takes very long to boil.
Watch this not fit or something silly.
I can't see anything, so.
Get up there. Oh no. Guess I better have one piece of everything. There's just about a sec to test
scoop
this.
it into onto a plate.
Here. You want to test one of these quick?
It's gonna be really hot. We'll see.
Okay, I'm gonna try a piece of fish.
I'll try a potato. Oh, it's got just the right amount of little spiciness from the Old Bay.
This is what it is. Yep. Looks so good.
You don't have to eat the lemon if you don't want, but there's shrimp and fish, and the corn on the cob.
Oh, the corn! I bet it's gonna be so good. Nice.
Okay, there you go. You can go sit by the campfire and eat it.
Yummy. Oh, you're not potato. I'll try potato.